Willkommen. My name is Sean Huggins, and this is React with Hugs. Let's hop straight into today's reaction. Alright, so today we are here with Ruboss once again, and we're going to be checking out 10 things about Germany. So, let's waste no time and hop straight into it. Los geht's.
For those who don't already know, I'm British, but I've been living in Germany for the past 20 years, and I've decided
Dang, 20 years! And this video is 10 years old, so he's been in Germany for 30 years by now. Holy crap!
Present 10 things about Germany divided into two lists. A list of 5 things that I would miss if I had to leave Germany, but we'll start with a list of 5 things I would not miss if I had to leave Germany.
So basically 5 things that I love about Germany and 5 things I hate about Germany. Cool. I like it. He has many years of experience being in Germany, so this will be very interesting. Let's see.
Things I would not miss if I had to leave Germany. There are strict laws in Germany about when you are allowed to make a noise and at what times of day you must shut up.
Oh yeah,
I'm
true.
all in favour of basic consideration for your neighbours, but surely it doesn't all have to be regulated by law, does it?
Well, unfortunately, it definitely does, because you're always going to have people that are just not considerate of people, so I think that you do have to have some laws. I think that maybe they could be a little bit less strict with some of the sound laws in Germany. I mean, I've never had any problems with my neighbors complaining to me or Isa about us living in Germany, but I have heard stories where neighbors seem to complain about everything, and like you can't even walk around in your own apartment because they'll complain that you're stepping too loud, or just any type of noise at all, and we can't have that either. So there has to be some sort of a middle ground. I don't know. It's unfortunate that we all can't just get along, but the German laws on noise and reducing noise and no noise on Sundays and all that stuff, woo, they are strict. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's see what else we got. Dubbing.
Films and TV shows are dubbed into German. Sometimes this works very well. Very often, though, it ruins the whole thing.
Okay, that's funny, but I have not watched any movies or TV shows that are dubbed into German, so I don't know. I just watch everything in English, so I can't comment on this one. Let's keep moving. Oh, impolite officials.
Anyone working for a German government agency will treat you with contempt. After all, it's not as if you can take your custom elsewhere, so why should they bother trying to make your life happier or less stressful?
This one I have a great deal of experience with. Living in Germany, getting a job in Germany, moving in Germany. Like, basically doing anything in Germany requires you to talk to different government offices and state offices and whatnot. Also, getting engaged to Isa and planning to marry Isa. All of these things require talking to the German government and different German government offices, and almost every single place that I can think of that we have gone, it has been a battle. The people there are just not friendly. They just aren't. We've had problems with me and Isa trying to get married. We've had problems when me and Isa were trying to move from one town to another. We had problems when I was trying to get my work visa. I mean, basically any major thing where you have to go to the government to report something, or get a form to fill out another form, or talk to somebody to set up a meeting to talk to somebody else to fill out a form to get another form, or anything like that. Every step along the way, most of the people are not friendly, not helpful, and in some cases it seems like they are pretty obviously trying to cause more roadblocks for us than they even have to do. So this one I definitely agree with, for sure. Let's continue. Boring politicians.
I don't want to give the impression that I'm pining for the 1930s, but just take a look at the current crop of German politicians and see if you can spot a single ounce of charisma.
Well, like I said, this video is 10 years old now, so I don't know if that has changed since then. I stay out of politics in Germany. I stay out of politics in America. I don't care either way, so I can't comment on this one either. I don't know any of the German politicians. Workmen.
They might come when you're expecting them, but then again they might not. They probably won't. But when they do come, if they come, they will at least be wearing bib overalls, so you will never have to see their buttocks, which leads me on to the next.
Okay, so like people to come and fix your house or fix stuff around your apartment, stuff like that. Yeah, we've had that experience too, but we've also had plenty of those experiences in America as well. So maybe that's just a universal thing. Maybe there's just a lot of, not so reliable, not so timely people that get into the handyman business, and you just have to find the right one in your local area that actually is professional, I guess. I don't know. All right, anyways, let's see.
Next list.
Things I would miss if I had to leave Germany.
Okay. Public transport, definitely. Public transport is nice. I don't use public transport all that much in Germany, but I do use it sometimes, which is more than I use it in America. I never use public transportation in America, so sometimes is more than never.
There may be countries that have better public transport systems, but Germany is most definitely up there in the top 5.
Ice cream? There's no ice cream in Britain? Huh?
Americans may disagree, but for a British person, German ice cream is absolutely fantastic. It's creamy, it's flavorful, and it's served in fresh wafers, not the stale plastic that I grew up with.
Okay, so I think maybe there's not such great ice cream in Britain, maybe. Luckily, we have a lot of really great ice cream in America, but I will say I was very surprised when I moved to Germany to see how serious Germany took their ice cream. You guys go so hard with your ice cream, and I love it because ice cream is definitely my top 3 favorite desserts. Ice cream, brownies, and probably cookies, I guess. I don't know what order they would be in right now. I'm a little bit on the spot. I'm a little bit flustered. Okay, so don't quote me on the order. But ice cream is definitely my top 3, so I'm very happy that Germany goes so hard with your ice cream, and yeah, I gotta agree, the ice cream is amazing. When me and Issa were living in Thailand for a few months, they have ice cream in Thailand, of course, but it's it's not the same. It's like the little prepackaged things that you would get at like an ice cream truck or something. It's fine, it's not bad, but it's not the same. So yeah, that was definitely missed in Thailand. Let's continue. Feeling secure.
You can be out in town in the middle of the night and nobody's going to come and threaten you, unlike in Britain where there are drunkards on the street everywhere. Related to that.
Yeah, this is true. Germany is a very safe country with a very low crime rate, and that is very nice. Definitely something that is very different when, again, me and Issa were living in Thailand, for example. You can feel the difference when you're just walking around, especially at night. You could just feel the difference in the two countries, and I'll just leave it at that. Yeah, point Germany. Responsible drinking. This one can also piggyback off of the last one. Walking around late at night in Thailand, in Phuket, you see some things. You see some things. There's a lot of alcohol flowing and a lot of other stuff flowing. Genders are flowing. There's a lot of stuff that's flowing, and things can get pretty crazy pretty quickly. Let's just say that.
Okay, so binge drinking is becoming a bit of a problem in some quarters of German society at the moment, but it's nothing like what it is in Britain. Generally speaking, you can say that the British drink in order to get as drunk as they possibly can, whereas Germans prefer to stop drinking when they're enjoying themselves, but before they lose the power of rational thought.
Lack of cold callers. Well, I don't know if this has changed in the last 10 years for you guys, but I get a lot of spam calls and scam calls and texts and stuff. So I don't know, maybe they cracked the system on that in Germany, and now they they have everybody's numbers and they're just sending mass calls and mass texts to every number in Germany. But I get a lot of these scam and spam calls and texts and stuff. But I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of used to it. It's kind of unavoidable nowadays,
In Germany, cold calling is illegal. What more needs to be said?
Okay, cold calling, different from what I was talking about. Scam calls, spam calls, stuff like that. It is nice to not get cold called. At least Germany has that, so that's good. And that was it. That was a good list by Rubos. Let me see if I could think of one thing that I would miss and one thing that I would not miss about Germany. Well, one thing that I would not miss is the bureaucracy. I talked about it a little bit in this video, but I'll spare you the details because we would be here all day. But basically, I completely understand that a country needs bureaucracy, but the bureaucracy in Germany can be just so exceedingly overwhelming, overbearing, and at times almost impossible. You know, coming from America, we have a lot of bureaucracy as well, but in most cases, it's still not nearly as much as Germany. And yeah, there's been numerous times in Germany where me and Isa have to fight for our lives doing these documents and making calls and emails and meeting with people and going to different offices and then taking stuff over here, taking stuff over there, waiting for something to come in the mail. Then it doesn't come in the mail for 3 weeks and then 2 months, and then we have to call and then we have to text and then we have to email. It's exhausting just doing anything. And yeah, you know, if the bureaucracy was just streamlined, cool. You know, I'll fill out any papers you want and do whatever I'll do whatever you want. Just streamline it. That's it, you know? But let's end on a happy note. One thing that I would miss about Germany, so basically one thing I love about Germany, I would say is the style of the German villages. Most of the German villages are very walkable. You know, you can walk to at least a couple of restaurants or something, and you know, that's just nice depending on how good the restaurants are, I guess. But it's a nice option, at the very least. But anyways, I will pass the question off to you guys, the experts. If you have ever left Germany, or if you leave Germany in the future, what's something that you would miss about Germany? And I guess what's something that you would not miss about Germany? Let me know down below. Add your mustard down in the comments section. But that's all the time that I have for today. Thank you guys so much for being here. And as always, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.